So this is an iPhone X. This phone here, I put it on the heat plate for about 10 minutes. I believe that's 60 Celsius. So just to get it hot enough so I can feel the temperature or the heat through the back of the phone. That's pretty much when I stop heating it. Alright, we got our pick in there. The trickiest part is making sure that get the screen off. One piece would be ideal. Just good practice. You got to take the pentalobe screw, so I already did that as well. So you want to make sure you take out these screws before you do any of this, because you'll just be prying on the screen and it'll be brutal. You pretty much just go around like that. And you kind of see it's pretty easy, especially when you got the heat going. Sometimes you could use some rubbing alcohol to loosen the adhesive as well, but I find that if you just use enough heat, you don't really need to do that. So now that it's opened up, you can see got all our parts. We got to take off that little shield and disconnect the battery. That'll be the next step here. So we're going to be doing that. So one, make sure you keep track of these screws and put them where they're back where they're supposed to after you're done. Yeah, so I guess what happened in this one was that he dropped it. He had a pretty good crack on the back, and somehow I also must have cracked the glass in the front. So we're going to see if a screen's going to fix that. I'm pretty sure it will. Sounds like a normal screen replacement to me. Alright, there we go. Take that off. Like that. Take the battery off. Take this off. Take this off. And take this off. There you go. Now we got the screen. We'll just have to take these sensors off up here. So this is our device. We'll set that to the side for now. And let's start with this. Put that here. It's a teeny tiny little screw here. Okay. There you go. And then the same thing with a lot of the other iPhones. You just gotta make sure that when you're going up on this, that you're not like damaging the sensors and breaking the cables. So you just gotta go underneath it. If you have enough heat, the adhesive should be pretty loose. So the only one that's a little bit tougher to get off is this little microphone thing. I think it's a microphone or a sensor of sorts. Anyway, we got it all off pretty easy. But it looks like what it's off. So we're gonna use a new screen here. So this is one of the premium screens that we use at this shop. And so this is what the new screen looks like. Doesn't hurt to double check and kind of see they're exactly the same, just for reference. So first thing we're going to do is put these cables back on. Take this blue tape off. I don't know why this is even on here. Just to make it look like it's new. So we're gonna put this, just kind of fit it in, you know, like we're trying our best here. Just nothing is being forced in, just gentle. Should go into place with little force. There you go, that feels pretty close. There you go. The camera's good. Camera's seated correctly. There you go. That's what feels good. You'll when it's seated and flush, that's when you know it's good. And I'm gonna do this corner. Put some screws in. Awesome. It's pretty handy when that little piece of metal stays on. There you go. I just needed to go this way. There, perfect. And one more left. It's teeny one. I'll lose this one, you'll never find a copy. Alright, there you go. One in, alright. Nice. So we're looking pretty good for the screen so far. We got the sensors in. What we're going to do, first thing, I still got to remove all this adhesive off the side. All the old adhesive. We don't have to reapply it. But first things first, let's just test it. Make sure it works. Plug it in. So, I mean, you can use a spudger, use your fingers. I mean, it's probably better to use a spudger. But, I just find for plugging these cables in, just like going by feel. There you go. See that? It's in snug. And this guy is going to go right here. There you go. You're going to see it's all snug, feels good. You don't want any of this to be loose. If something's loose, something's not going to work. So I'm going to re-plug in the battery. We're all plugged in. Everything's tight. Good. Now we're going to see if it turns on with the new screen. So what do we got? Hopefully we got some power. We got no power. Now the screen turns on. That happens, you know, you gotta charge this stuff up, I guess. Alright, let's plug it in. I just want to make sure that the touch is working. It's important. So this is going to take a bit. Awesome. So it looks like the screen turns on. Nice. Yeah, that's Comey can't communicate. That's that screensaver. Cool. So we know the touch works. Cool. We know the password. There we go. So we know the front camera is going to work. Yep. Yep. Looks good to me. Good, good. Alright. So I'm going to turn this back off. I'm going to charge this up. And now what we're going to do is we are going to take off all the old adhesive, and then we're going to reattach the screen and put all the screws in. So that's how we know it's working. There you go. So we took the adhesive off. It just takes a little bit of scraping, a little bit of persistence. We're going to put the new adhesive on. It's not that hard. Just got to find the right way where it's oriented. Looks like it's this way. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Cool. So now we know how it's oriented. Just try to peel this off carefully. They say this is waterproofing, so I'm going to try to waterproof it. Or make it water resistant, I guess. Put that in there, kind of make sure that it's, you know, it's going to stay where it's supposed to. That's the main goal. So I like just to go around, press it down first before I start peeling up on it. That's what you're supposed to be doing anyway. But, you know, you'll have to fidget with it a little bit. I find these things never go on perfect. Why is that there? I don't know. It's old adhesive. Alright. There you go. It's looking good. Looking good. There you go. Looks good to me. Perfect. Oh, this is coming off even better than before. It doesn't always come like this. Usually I have to have like a little pressure on it when I peel this off. But it's nice that this one's actually sticky. Looks like it came off just a wee bit here, but I'm just gonna make it go back. sure it's not riding high. Not that closer, down below. There you go. I think that's fixed it. I think I could call that fixed. There you go, the G-sub's there. It's down. All I gotta do is plug it in, put the shield back on, and we're gonna call it repaired. So we're gonna have that, put that there. Plug it all back in. Oh, I got a cloth right here. I just want to make sure my fingerprints don't get on that camera. It's a bitch. It does. Pardon my language. I'll edit that out. There you go. Cool. It looks good to me. So now, put this back on. There you go. That's where it's supposed to be, roughly. And get our screwdriver. It's nice to have a steady hand when you do this. Maybe adjust it a wee bit. This here. Cool. 2 more to go. There we go. Last screw. Oops. Oh man. There you go. So we know what's in there. Everything's fitting good. Everything's tight. And now before we overcommit, let's make sure it turns on. Let's do a final test again. There you go. It's looking good so far. We know it was low battery before, so I'll plug it in. Last thing I need to do is put the screen on, and then the adhesive, is ruined. So let's make sure. Is the touch still working good? Nice. Cool. Yes, it's very low battery. So I think we're happy with that. Oh, hang on. I want to try one more thing here. Let's check the front camera here. Looking perfect to me. Good. Alright. Don't need to be in there. Alright, that's pretty much it. I'm going to turn this device back off so I can charge it for the customer. And it's going to go back in. So just got to remember when you put it in, I like to just make sure the top goes in first so it's lined up with the camera holes. Take that off for a second. And then we'll just snap her in. Just go along the edge. Just be careful you don't pinch that one cable that you just installed. So that would really suck. And you just gotta watch out on this side. I already bent it, so that's why I pre-bend it before I install the screen, so it doesn't, it's less likely anyway to catch it. So it feels good, I like it a lot. Alright, let's put the last screws in. Never forget these. If you forget these, then it's just not good. Okay, get some more magnetism here. Get that in there, a little hole. Right, like this. I don't know if you can see that. And last one. And, you know, you gotta make sure you put these back in, because, you know, if you drop it in water, there's a hole. I mean, it's water resistant after I put that seal on, but I mean, imagine if I left those screws out. That would do nothing. And it holds the screen in, so I want to make sure. You can kind of see how the customer dropped it, obviously, but this is just cosmetic. So it looks like we're gonna call this repaired. I think we're good to go. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully that helps somebody who's looking to repair an iPhone X. Gone through a couple stuff, you know. It's not that hard. You can do it. Just believe in yourself. This is Lucas. Take care. Bye.